Hi, I'm Joe Wright Callender, the author of The Happy Little Garbage Truck educational series and picture book. And it's an educational program that teaches social skills and literacy skills through my picture book, The Happy Little Garbage Truck. And I'm just a little distracted because I'm looking at how much my blue block glasses reflect the screen. And that's our topic today. How can we reduce the screen time of our children so that they can gain those social emotional skills and have more of an interaction, a live interaction with others? And that would improve their ability to make and keep friends. And it also has an important effect on their academics. So we're going to talk about that later. But our last component in this article that I thought was pretty fascinating, which is called The Silent Epidemic Eating Away Americans' Minds, which is linked in my description box. Talks about last time we said that ADHD is probably increased because of the prefrontal cortex thinning, because of the compulsion of the activity used in using the screen and always scrolling down, and it just creates a more distractible type of person because it's actually thinning away our prefrontal cortex. And because of that, I really have been trying to do a lot more work with going to my local library and getting um, some foundational background information, and then doing my screen time to look up current articles on the same topics. But I'm trying to make more of a balance in my life, and that's what I could see from this article. This last category says autism was one of the four factors that could come with too much. One of the effects that can come with too much screen time. The first two were anxiety and depression, and irritability. And then was ADHD could be increased. And now this fourth category was autism. And I have been a teacher in the field of autism. My first, like, I say K through second grade, my K through second grade classroom teaching opportunity was with a group of children, and a lot of them were on that spectrum. But it was an amazing time for me because I got a chance to actually interact with the parents and learn more about this particular area of special ed. Well, the children had, and one in particular I'm thinking of, were sort of in their own world. And it's part of sometimes a child has less ability to connect with those outside of their world. And they taught us to get on the floor, do some floor time with the child to get into their world. And that way the child could see, actually connect with us more because they see that we're actually interested in the things that they're interested in. You can have, instead of parallel play, you can have direct face-to-face communication and time with the child. Well, this too much screen time seems to increase the amount of isolation that we have. And this article stated that while you're engaging in games, social media and internet, how much time do you have to interact with other people, in real time? And so that is what they're looking at, as it can cause autism-like symptoms because of the isolation and being in your own world. And I know for a fact this happens in, just doing these vlogs. I, come into my office and I do my research, and then I talk with you. And this is still an isolating type of activity, but I know it's a benefit. It's a benefit to me because I get to learn so much more and I get to share it with audience. But still, I have to balance my screen time even in this area. So what they're saying is that adults, parents, if you're spending a lot of time on your screen, your cell phone, doing your Zoom chats, You're you might be taking away time from parenting and building a connection with your child. And they said for children, the opportunities to play and socialize are diminished because of the amount of screen time that a child might be doing. So both are reducing their time with others and time with your children and children time with their parent. So it's one of the factors they say that comes from this is that it can lead to withdrawn, so antisocial and anxious behaviors that can mimic symptoms of autism. So we have to really look for opportunities for our children to play with others, get them to the playground. That was my big thing when I was a kid. Oh, we're going to the playground, and I find that children still love doing this, and just having time with each other, and even if children don't have those skills to play with each other, you can create structured games so that, they'll find out what they need to do. And then actually you'll find that they have fun doing it as they get more and more involved. So this one ran a little long. This is going to be my shortest uh, vlog, but yeah, when we come back, I'll talk about some of the things that we can do to increase our social emotional learning time, which I believe will help balance the amount of time that we're spending in screen because screen time isn't going anywhere. But we have to learn how to balance it and increase the amount of social skills that children have so that they're not just spending time in the screen so much. So thank you for being here. Please subscribe, please share, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.